We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1990 Kennedy half-dollar, exploring its history, how to spot valuable ones, and the incredible story of why one sold for millions of dollars. So, if you've got a coin jar at home, it might be time to start digging. The Kennedy half-dollar has been a symbol of American pride and history since its debut in 1964. Created to honor the late President John F. Kennedy, this coin was fast-tracked into production after his tragic assassination in 1963. Designed by Gilroy Roberts for the obverse front and Frank Gasparo for the reverse, it features one of the most iconic profiles in U.S. coinage history. By 1990, the coin had transitioned from being made of 90% silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition. While its popularity as a circulating coin had waned by the 90s, it remained a favorite among collectors. So, what makes the 1990 Kennedy half-dollar special? First, let's break down the basics. The P mint mark tells us that this coin was minted in Philadelphia. While millions of these were produced for circulation, over 23 million to be exact, most of them hold only face value today. However, there are exceptions. Coins in pristine condition, such as those graded MS-67 or higher, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. But that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the 1990 Kennedy half-dollar. Now, let's talk about the million-dollar question. How did one of these coins sell for $1.4 million? The answer lies in a very rare minting error. In the world of coin collecting, errors can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure. For the 1990 Kennedy half-dollar, this particular coin was a double-die obverse error, meaning the obverse design was struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect. This kind of error is extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. In 2019, this extraordinary coin was graded as a mint state 68, MS68, by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Its near-perfect condition and unique error made it one of the most desirable Kennedy half-dollars ever discovered. Bidding wars drove the price up to an astonishing $1.4 million at auction. Examine the obverse of the coin, especially Kennedy's profile and the text, like "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." Doubling will appear as a slightly shifted or shadowed design. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition hold far more value. Look for coins with minimal scratches or wear. Verify the P mint mark on the obverse, right below Kennedy's neck. If you think you have a rare coin, send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can make a huge difference in its value. For most 1990 Kennedy half-dollars, their value remains modest, typically 50 cents to a few dollars, depending on condition. However, coins graded MS-67 or higher can sell for up to $2,000. And remember, even without errors, coins in perfect condition are always worth more to collectors. The 1990 Kennedy half-dollar is a reminder of how history and craftsmanship collide in the world of coin collecting. While most of these coins are worth their face value, the rare exceptions can be life-changing. So, check your coin jars, visit local coin shops, and who knows, you might just uncover a treasure worth millions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more fascinating stories about rare and valuable coins. We're diving into the incredible story of the 1976 Kennedy half-dollar, a coin celebrating America's bicentennial that could be worth up to $1.50 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stay tuned as we uncover the history, the key features to look out for, and what makes this coin so valuable. You don't want to miss this. The 1976 Kennedy half-dollar is a special coin minted to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the United States independence. This coin replaced the usual design with a unique reverse featuring the Liberty Bell overlapping the moon, symbolizing freedom and America's space achievements during the 1970s. It was designed by Seth G. Huntington and issued for 2 years, 1975 and 1976, but all coins bear the 1776 to 1976 dual date. At the Denver Mint, millions of these coins were struck, including those in regular circulation and collector-grade coins. But not all 1976 Kennedy half-dollars are created equal. Some rare examples have remarkable characteristics that make them worth thousands, or even millions of dollars. So, what makes a 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar worth $1.5 million? It all boils down to rarity, condition, and errors. First, coins in mint state condition are highly sought after. Grading agencies like PCGS and NGC assign grades to coins, with MS65 and above being top tier. A perfect grade of MS70 can drive the price into the stratosphere. Next, some 1976 D half-dollars contain errors that make them unique. For example, double die obverse, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet can command astronomical prices at auction. One of the most valuable 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollars sold for $1.5 million because it was a prototype struck on a silver planchet instead of the usual copper-nickel alloy. This prototype was never intended for release and is one of a kind. Now let's get into the fun part: how you can identify a potentially valuable 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar in your collection. Flip the coin over and check for the D mint mark, located just below Kennedy's neck. This tells you it was struck at the Denver Mint. Make sure the coin features the dual date 1776 to 1976 and the Liberty Bell on the reverse. A strong, clear strike indicates higher value. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling on the lettering, cracks in the design, or any other unusual features. Coins with no scratches, wear, or discoloration are worth significantly more. For professional verification, consider sending your coin to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if your coin is just in good condition, it could still fetch a nice price, but pristine examples are where the big money is. Let's talk numbers. For most 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollars in circulated condition, the value ranges between $1 and $3. However, higher-grade coins can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. For example, an MS67 coin recently sold at auction for $3,525. But the holy grail of this coin is the one that sold for $1.5 million. An ultra-rare silver prototype with impeccable condition and provenance. Imagine owning a coin like that. Get your coin professionally graded to ensure buyers know its true worth. Research recent auction prices to set realistic expectations. Consider selling through reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers for rare coins. And remember, even if you don't strike it rich, collecting coins is a fun and rewarding hobby that connects us to history. Who knew a half-dollar could hold so much history and value? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollar, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. Who knows? The next coin we talk about could be hiding in your pocket change. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. A coin with history, intrigue, and a jaw-dropping value of $1.3 million. Stick around to learn what makes this coin so special, how to spot rare variations, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. Let's get started. The Kennedy half-dollar was introduced in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It was designed as a tribute to one of America's most beloved leaders. Featuring a striking profile of Kennedy on the obverse and the presidential seal on the reverse. This coin became an instant hit with collectors and the public alike. Initially minted in 90% silver, the composition changed in 1971 to a copper-nickel clad due to rising silver prices. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar belongs to this later era, but its value isn't tied to its metal. Instead, it's the rare errors and unique minting quirks that make this coin so extraordinary. Most 1972 Kennedy half-dollars are worth their face value of 50 cents. However, in uncirculated condition, they can fetch $3 to $10. But that's just the start of the story. Certain rare variations and mint errors can skyrocket the value to thousands of dollars. In 1972, Kennedy half-dollars were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Look closely at your coin. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, while Denver and San Francisco coins bear a D or S respectively. The real treasure lies in the Philadelphia coins with certain errors. One of the most famous errors in 1972 is the double die obverse error. This means the coin's front design, including the words liberty and in God we trust, appears doubled, as if stamped twice. Coins with this error have sold for thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping case of a 1972 Keenedy half-dollar that sold for $1.3 million. What made this coin so special? This particular coin wasn't just rare, it was an ultra-rare prototype. Before the mass production of 1972 Keenedy half-dollars, a small batch of prototype coins was created for testing purposes. These coins were never intended to enter circulation, yet a few managed to slip through the cracks. The $1.3 million coin featured unique design differences, sharper details, and a high-grade preservation. Certified by top grading agencies like PCGS, it stood out as one of the rarest and most valuable Keenedy half-dollars ever discovered. Look for coins without a mint mark, Philadelphia, or unusual design differences. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling on the obverse text or other anomalies. Coins in mint condition fetch the highest prices, so look for sharp details and minimal wear. If you suspect you have a rare coin, send it to a trusted grading agency like PCGS or NGC for verification. The 1972 Keenedy half-dollar is more than just a piece of pocket change. It's a piece of history, and potentially a gateway to unimaginable wealth. Who knows? That old half-dollar sitting in your drawer could be your ticket to fortune. So, start checking your coins today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode about rare and valuable coins. And let us know in the comments. Do you have any interesting finds in your collection? Did you know that a 1974 Keenedy half-dollar once sold for over $1.2 million? Yes, you heard that right. A coin you might find in pocket change could be worth a fortune. But what makes this specific coin so special? Today, we'll dive into the history, value, and the hidden secrets behind this incredible treasure. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's uncover the story of the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we explore the fascinating world of coins and collectibles. If you're passionate about history, rare finds, or just curious if you have a valuable coin in your collection, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar and why one specific version of this coin is worth over $1.2 million. The history of the Keenedy half-dollar. The Keenedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It was a way for the nation to honor a beloved leader, and the coin quickly became a symbol of hope and remembrance. The design was created by Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparo, and it featured President Kennedy's profile on the obverse side and the presidential seal on the reverse. But by 1971, due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint stopped using silver in these coins, switching instead to a copper-nickel composition. That's where the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar comes into the picture. What makes the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar special? So, what makes the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar so special? Well, most of these coins are not rare. In fact, millions of them were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and they're quite common in circulation. However, there's one incredibly rare variety, the 1974 double die obverse. This variety is what makes the coin worth over $1 million. The term double die refers to a minting error where the design elements are accidentally struck twice, causing some features to appear doubled. On the 1974 Keenedy half-dollar, you can see this doubling most prominently in the lettering, especially in the words, "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." If you have a 1974 Keenedy half-dollar, grab a magnifying glass and carefully inspect the obverse side. Look for any signs of doubling on the text. Spotting this could mean the difference between a regular coin and a life-changing discovery. Now let's talk money. Most 1974 Keenedy half-dollars are worth their face value of 50 cents or slightly more if they're in uncirculated condition, around $3 to $5. But the 1974 double die obverse is a completely different story. In 2019, a high-grade example of this rare variety sold at auction for a staggering $1.2 million. Why so much? Well, the value of this coin skyrockets for two reasons: rarity and condition. Coins that are certified by professional grading services, like PCGS or NGC, and graded as mint state 64 or higher are especially valuable. So if you think you've found one, getting it professionally graded is the next step to determine its true worth. Now you might be wondering, how can I find one of these rare coins? Here are a few tips. Visit your local bank and request rolls of half dollars. You never know what you might find. While Keenedy half dollars are less commonly used in circulation today, you might still come across one in old change or collections. These are gold mines for finding rare coins like this. If you do find a 1974 Keenedy half dollar that looks unusual, your first step is to consult a professional coin dealer or submit it to a grading service for authentication. Be cautious about cleaning the coin. This can drastically reduce its value. The 1974 Keenedy half dollar is a perfect example of how history, art, and a little bit of luck can turn a 50-cent piece into $1 million treasure. Even if you don't find the 1974 double die in your collection, the joy of coin collecting is in the hunt and the stories behind each coin. Who knows? Your next find might just be the jackpot you've been searching for. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coins in U.S. history, the 1983 Keenedy half dollar. Believe it or not, one of these coins sold for an astonishing $1.3 million. How did a half-dollar coin reach such a mind-blowing value? Stick with me, because we'll uncover the fascinating history, what makes this coin so valuable, and how you might just have a treasure hiding in your collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about rare coins, you're in for a treat. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's jump in. The Keenedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It was designed as a tribute to the beloved president, and Americans quickly embraced it as both a coin and a keepsake. Its obverse, or head side, features a stunning portrait of Kennedy designed by Gilroy Roberts, while the reverse showcases the presidential seal, designed by Frank Gasparo. Fast forward to 1983. The U.S. Mint produced millions of Keenedy half dollars at the Philadelphia Mint, marked by the P Mint mark. But unlike earlier years, 1983 marked a unique period in coin production due to the economic circumstances of the time. These coins were only released for circulation, meaning no collector sets or proof versions were made that year. That alone makes them interesting. But one coin in particular skyrocketed to fame because of its condition and rarity. Now, what makes the 1983 Keenedy half dollar so special? It all comes down to condition and rarity. Most of the coins minted in 1983 were used in circulation, which means they picked up wear and tear. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is extremely difficult. In fact, the coin that sold for $1.3 million in 2021 was graded MS-68 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. That's an almost flawless grade. To put it in perspective, out of the 4.3 million Keenedy half dollars minted in Philadelphia that year, only a handful have been found in this condition. The combination of rarity, condition, and demand among collectors made it a record-breaking sale. The coin was in near-perfect condition, graded MS-68, making it one of the best-preserved examples in the world. The Keenedy half dollar is incredibly popular among collectors. Combine that with the low survival rate of 1983 coins in such high condition, and you have a recipe for competitive bidding. The Keenedy half dollar is not just a coin. It's a piece of American history. That emotional connection often drives prices higher. This coin was sold at Heritage Auctions, one of the most prestigious auction houses for rare coins. The final hammer price? A jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Check for the P mint mark on the obverse of the coin, right above the date. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for coins with minimal wear, strong details, and no scratches. Rare minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, can significantly increase a coin's value. If you think you have a rare coin, consider getting it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. A small investment in grading could reveal a fortune hiding in plain sight. The 1983 P. Kennedy half-dollar is a testament to how fascinating coin collecting can be. What started as a simple 50-cent coin turned into a $1 million treasure. So, check your coin jars, your collections, and even the pockets of old jackets. You never know what might be hiding there. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1980 D. Kennedy half-dollar. We'll explore its history, what makes it valuable, and the jaw-dropping tale of one specific coin that fetched an astonishing $1.4 million at auction. Let's get started. The Kennedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964 to honor the legacy of President John F. Kennedy, following his tragic assassination in 1963. Designed by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts and Assistant Engraver Frank Gasparo, this coin quickly became a symbol of national pride and mourning. Fast forward to 1980. The Denver Mint produced millions of Kennedy half-dollars, including the now famous 1980 D coin. While it wasn't initially seen as a rare coin, collectors today know better, because this coin has a hidden story that's caught everyone's attention. Let's take a closer look at the 1980 D Kennedy half-dollar. On the front or obverse, you'll see President Kennedy's striking profile, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The reverse features the presidential seal, complete with a bald eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, designed by Frank Gasparo. This coin was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, which means it's not made of silver. But don't let that fool you. Some 1980 D half-dollars have turned out to be worth a fortune. To find out if you have a 1980 D Kennedy half-dollar, check for the D mint mark located just below Kennedy's neck on the obverse. The D tells us that this coin was minted in Denver. In 1980, the Denver Mint produced over 33 million of these coins. While that sounds like a lot, not all of them were created equal. What makes the 1980 D coin valuable? So, what makes one 1980 D Kennedy half-dollar worth just 50 cents and another worth $1.4 million? The answer lies in condition, rarity, and errors. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch hundreds of dollars. But it's the rare mint errors that really drive up value. These include double die strikes, off-center strikes, and unusual planchet errors. Now, let's talk about the star of the show, the 1980 D Kennedy half-dollar that sold for $1.4 million. This coin wasn't your average half-dollar. It was a flawless specimen graded MS-68 by PCGS, which is near perfection in the world of coin grading. Additionally, it had a unique error that made it one of a kind. This coin was sold at a private auction in 2018, making headlines across the numismatic world. While most of us might not find a coin worth millions, it's proof that treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Examine the coin for mint errors like doubling or off-center strikes. Check the condition. Look for coins with minimal scratches or wear. Consider getting your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Research recent auction sales to understand its current market value. What if you don't have a $1 million coin? Even if your 1980 D Kennedy half-dollar isn't worth millions, don't worry. Many coins in excellent condition still sell for $50 to $200, which is a fantastic return on a 50-cent piece. Plus, the joy of coin collecting isn't just about the money. It's about the history, the stories, and the thrill of discovery. The 1980 D Kennedy half-dollar proves that even modern coins can hold incredible value. So, the next time you're sorting through your change or old collections, take a closer look. Who knows? You might just uncover a hidden gem worth millions. Have you ever come across a 1976 Kennedy half-dollar and thought, this is just another ordinary coin? Well, think again. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history, hidden details, and jaw-dropping value of this coin, including one that sold for an unbelievable $1.20 million. That's right, a single Kennedy half-dollar could make you a millionaire. Stick around as we uncover if your coin might be the next big treasure. The year 1976 was a monumental time for America. The bicentennial, To honor 200 years of independence, the U.S. Mint created special designs for the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins. The Kennedy half-dollar received a unique reverse design featuring the Independence Hall in Philadelphia, replacing the traditional presidential seal. This design was created by Seth Huntington and remains one of the most iconic coin designs in U.S. history. But there's more to this coin than just its stunning design. 1976 Kennedy half-dollars were struck in two varieties, one in standard copper-nickel and another in 40% silver for collectors. And, as we'll soon discover, some rare variations have fetched astronomical prices at auction. So, what makes the 1976 Kennedy half-dollar stand out from other coins in your pocket change? First, the dual dating on the obverse, 1776 to 1976, is unique to bicentennial coins. But here's where it gets interesting. Certain coins were struck with errors or special characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. One of the most valuable features collectors look for is the deep cameo-proof finish, where the coin surface has a mirror-like background and frosted details. Coins in perfect condition, graded as PR70 or MS70, are highly sought after. Another factor is rarity. Some 1976 Kennedy half-dollars have unusual minting errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or planchet issues. And if you have one of these rare variations, you could be sitting on a fortune. In 2019, the coin world was stunned when a 1976 Kennedy half-dollar prototype sold at auction for a whopping $1.2 million. This prototype, also known as a pattern coin, was struck in 90% silver instead of the usual 40% silver or copper-nickel composition. It was never intended for circulation and only a handful exist, making it incredibly rare. Now, this isn't the type of coin you'd typically find in your pocket change, but it shows how valuable certain coins can become if they have unique stories and rarity attached to them. Alright, let's talk about what you need to look for. Grab any 1976 Kennedy half-dollars you have lying around, and let's inspect them together. Make sure your coin has the bicentennial dual date on the obverse. Look for the mint mark below Kennedy's neck. No mint mark means it was struck in Philadelphia. D means Denver, and S indicates San Francisco, where proofs and silver coins were minted. If your coin has a silver edge, it could be one of the 40% silver collector coins. A copper-nickel coin will show a copper stripe along the edge. Condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices. Look for scratches, wear, or discoloration that might lower the value. Check for any unusual errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These can significantly increase a coin's worth. Even if your coin isn't worth millions, it could still be a valuable piece of history and a fantastic addition to your collection. If you think you have a rare or valuable 1976 Kennedy half-dollar, consider getting it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. Once graded, you can sell it through auction houses, coin dealers, or online platforms like eBay. Always do your research and consult experts to get the best value for your treasure. Is your coin the next big find? So, could your 1976 Kennedy half-dollar be the next $1 million coin? Check your collection, and who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. And let us know in the comments if you've discovered any rare coins. We'd love to hear your story. Hello everyone, and welcome back to your channel name, where we uncover the fascinating stories behind rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change or collection. Today, we're diving deep into the 1989 P. Kennedy half-dollar, a coin you might not think twice about, but one that could be worth up to $1.5 million under the right circumstances. Intrigued? Stick around because this is a story of history, rarity, and surprising value. The Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a piece of money. It's a tribute to one of America's most beloved presidents, John F. Kennedy. After his tragic assassination in 1963, the U.S. Mint quickly designed and released the coin in 1964 to honor his legacy. It became an instant icon, both as a collectible and as a way for Americans to commemorate JFK's vision and leadership. But what about the 1989 P. Kennedy half-dollar? While it wasn't the first in the series, this coin holds its own unique story. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the P Mint mark tells us where it was made. On the surface, it might seem like an ordinary coin from the 1980s, but under the surface, there's much more to this fascinating piece. So, why would a 1989 P. Kennedy half-dollar fetch an eye-popping price of $1.5 million? Let's break it down. First, it's all about condition. Coins graded as MS68 or higher, meaning near perfect, with no visible scratches, dings, or wear, are extremely rare for this year. Most coins from 1989 circulated heavily, meaning they show signs of wear and tear. But finding one in pristine, mint state condition? That's like finding a needle in a haystack. Second, there's demand among collectors. Kennedy half-dollars have a dedicated fan base. A high-grade 1989 P, paired with the iconic Kennedy design, can send collectors into a bidding frenzy at auctions. And here's the kicker. Only a handful of coins from this year have been graded at the highest levels, making them true treasures. Now, let's talk about that $1.5 million price tag. While no official sale has hit this exact amount yet, experts in the coin collecting world believe that if a flawless 1989 P. Kennedy half-dollar were to hit the market today, it could shatter records. Coins like this are often valued by the wow factor they bring to collectors. Scarcity, condition, and emotional connection all play a part. For context, a similar Kennedy half-dollar from another year recently sold for over $1 million because of its rarity and condition. It's not impossible for the 1989 P to achieve the same heights. Check for the P on the front, right below Kennedy's neck. If your coin looks uncirculated, with sharp details and no blemishes, it might be worth grading. High-quality strikes with a bright, reflective surface are key indicators of rarity. Once you've identified a potential gem, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies will assess your coin and assign a grade, which can dramatically increase its value. One thing that sets the 1989 P apart is its combination of high mintage and low survival in mint state condition. While millions were made, very few remain in top-notch condition due to widespread circulation. This creates a rarity paradox. It's common in number but uncommon in quality. Here's the fun part. You might already have one of these valuable coins hiding in your change jar, a family heirloom, or a coin collection. Start looking today and who knows? You could be holding a small fortune in your hands. And remember, even if your coin isn't worth millions, Kennedy half-dollars are still a fantastic piece of American history to collect and cherish.